Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. As we're here on a Monday, November 5th, 2018. Tonight was Monday Night Raw from Manchester, England. Nick, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are feeling good. 2018. I'm Nick. Taking a look at the chat. Luke is here. Diego. Jeff Gavar as well. Diego V. Mark's here as well. Alex Rodriguez and more. Folks, what a fucking episode.
Yeah, it was just a show to me.
To say
Like,
least. Huh?
so it was just a show to me, nothing special.
It's always nice when you get some title.
Hello? You're cutting in and out.
I said it's always nice when you get some title change.
You thought it was nice? Uh-oh.
This shit up, which, I mean, needs to fucking happen. Regardless if it was a stupid decision or not. Are you even there?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. All right. Nick's going to load back in here. As we start this off, seeing who's in the chat. Nick ran it down a little bit. See who else is here. George Brown. We've got...
Discord sucks.
Huh?
Discord sucks.
Yeah, if it wasn't Skype, now it's Discord messing up. Like, what the heck? Anyway.
I know. I wonder if it's just my internet.
I don't know. Well,
It
no.
might be.
Skype was giving more problems that was just internet issues, though. That wasn't just internet issues.
Yeah, those are all technical issues.
That was...
But like,
Skype...
even you, for me, you're breaking up hard.
Huh. But the Skype thing was they updated, and their update was not that good. But we haven't checked it in a while, so maybe they fixed it. But with that, if you guys do want to text into the show, 510-906-1341, 510-906-1341. Let us know what you thought of tonight's Monday Night Raw, as Raw kicked off with the entire roster, well, most of the roster, on the top of the stage. So there's security down in front of the ring. The announcer's like, what is the security for? Why is there security? And then Corbin comes down. So Baron Corbin comes down. He talks about Survivor Series and mentions Lesnar and gets big boos. He plugs the other matches, including the men and the women's 5-on-5. He said that Stephanie would be here next week to address Shane winning and stealing the World Cup. Corbin then said he wants to captain the men's Raw team. But he wasn't allowed to wrestle because of his duties. He named Ziggler. Now this is interesting because he named Ziggler, McIntyre, and Strowman to the team.
Yes.
Then he says, but then he still says that he wants to be the captain. So then Kurt Angle comes out. Kurt Angle states that he wants to be the captain. He wants to challenge Corbin to be the captain. And then according to PW Insider, they're also going to add Bobby Lashley to this team. But if they add Bobby Lashley, then that means only Kurt or Corbin can be on the team. And the way they ended Raw made it seem like both or Corbin, not Kurt. It's a little confusing. I'll get to it at the end of when we finish up with the main event. But with that, Corbin then says, as far as the women go, I found somebody that can manage the women here on Raw and lead them to victory, and that's Alexa Bliss. She will be the captain. So Alexa comes down, and she's apparently still hurt. She suffered a concussion, I want to say a week and a half ago, a little over a week ago, and she still hasn't been cleared, so it looks like she's not going to be cleared in time for Survivor Series. And with that, Alexa is now basically the general manager she's in charge of the women on Raw. She said over the next couple of weeks, she will be watching all the women in their matches, which there was only one women's match tonight, and she will make a decision on who's going to join Team Raw, which they did announce later in the show. She will make her decision next week. And I stand corrected. There was 2 women matches, the 6 women, and then Ember Nia. So as... Huh?
I was going to say thanks, Diego, for the $1.99. Corbin is a corporate king.
But I like Corbin better, actually, than Corporate King.
Oh, yeah.
So as Alexa's talking, she gets interrupted by Kurt Angle, who we said came out and said that he wanted to be the captain because he, quote-unquote, led the team to victory last year, which he kind of did. And then Triple H attacked him, and then Triple H walked into the stage trying to leave. I still remember that. It clears. Anyways.
It was only last year.
So Corbin goes, fine, we'll wrestle in the main event. The winner becomes the captain of Team Raw. And then Braun comes down.
Braun.
Well, before Braun came down, it was a little interesting because Alexa announces that there's going to be a rematch from Evolution. It's going to be Natty, Bayley, and Sasha against the Riot Squad. And all the women were like, yay, cool. It's like they were hearing this for the first time, yet this was in the Raw 5-point preview this morning. So maybe they don't read WWE. I don't know. Anyways, Braun comes down. Looks like he's trying to get at Baron Corbin. Security's there. Their job is to hold him back, which they couldn't do. And Corbin runs off. Strowman tries to follow him, and who stands up to Braun Strowman?
Whomst.
Jinder Mahal. Jinder tries to go face to face with Braun. Not happening, and then the rest of the roster basically just brawls on the stage. And this Braun chasing Corbin thing was a show-long story. So backstage, Natalya told Charlie Caruso she's got a good luck charm tonight. They're sunglasses that her dad wore to the ring multiple times, and she's dedicating her match tonight to her father. So we get the six-woman tag. Natty quickly applied a sharpshooter on Ruby Riott, but it was broken up by Sarah Logan. After a commercial break, Banks ran wild and applied a crossface to Liv Morgan. With that, Natalya would hit a clothesline on Logan, a German suplex and a facebuster, but Riott broke up a cover. After everyone traded moves, Natalya put Logan in a sharpshooter, but noticed Riott was holding the sunglasses. Natty let go of the hold, but Ruby would go on to snap the sunglasses. Crowd booed heavily as Natalya began to cry. The Riott Squad backed up the ramp, and they walked off, and basically the match ended in a no contest. Natty would get out of the ring, grab the broken glasses, and just begin to bawl as Bayley and Sasha console her at ringside. And the Riott Squad taunting her.
Real nice way to get some heat off them.
Yeah, but why do they always have to have one girl crying? It's like,
because it's her goddamn father that died.
No. I get why she's upset, but it's like on almost at least once a week on either Raw or SmackDown, some female gets upset and cries.
I don't know, dude. You're asking the wrong guy.
I mean, it was all right. The crowd, if they were trying to get the Riott Squad over as bigger heels, it worked. So backstage, Strowman was looking for Corbin. Strowman couldn't find him. He was yelling, "Where's Corbin? Where's Corbin?" One guy's like, "I haven't seen him," and Braun's like, "You better not be lying to me." So with that, they aired a recap of Triple H and Shawn Michaels beating Undertaker and Kane. Cole said that Triple H may need surgery tomorrow for his pec. Triple H did confirm via Twitter that he is going to have surgery in the morning. His chest, that whole right side of his chest, pec, and shoulder, bicep, oh my God. It is all black and blue and purple. Looks bad. Have you seen the photo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have.
Gnarly. So then we get Apollo Crews versus Jinder Mahal in a 2.5-minute match. Crews cut a pre-tape promo earlier in the day that they played, saying that it was time to start picking up some victories, stacking up them victories. Crews did win with a power slam and a standing moonsault. Cole called this a huge victory over a former WWE champion.
Mm-hmm.
So Seth Rollins would come out to a big ovation wearing the IC title and both Raw Tag Team Championships. He came out and he was like, Dean Ambrose trying to get answers, but he's not giving me any answers. He said he was surprised to see Corbin helped Lesnar win the Universal title, and you made this all about Roman. He goes, Roman Reigns fought his hardest to take that title away from Brock Lesnar because he didn't deserve it, and Baron Corbin going out there and helping Brock Lesnar defeat Braun Strowman and get that championship was a slap in the face to Roman Reigns and everything he had done. And not just that, it was a slap in the face to everybody on this roster, and it was a slap in the face to all the fans of the WWE Universe. And I'm like, even gone, they still got to make this about Roman. I don't know. So, he said that he thought about calling out Dean, but he knew that Dean either wouldn't show up or he'd come out and not say anything and waste everybody's time. Rollins admitted that he probably couldn't defend 2 championships at the same time, and then Corbin interrupted on the big screen. Corbin said, no, you're pretty capable of, defending both titles. So how about tonight? You defend the tag team titles against these guys. You and your partner, if he decided to show up. So, those guys were AOP. AOP with Drake Maverick come out to challenge Seth Rollins in a handicap match that went almost 10 minutes long. Went to a break early. After the break, AOP worked over Rollins until he fought back and hit Razor with a suicide dive, then did a dive on both of them. Rollins gave Razor a sling blade, then gave Occam a blockbuster for a 2 count. Maverick distracted the referee as Rollins went for a curb stomp. AOP then double-teamed him, but he still fought back and fended them off. Rollins gave Razor a big frog splash for a near fall. Razor then cut him off with a powerbomb, and AOP gave him a combo powerbomb neckbreaker for the pinfall, victory, new tag team champions. According to one guy on Twitter that was there live, he said after this match ended, there was a couple guys in the crowd like arguing about it, and then they ended up like physically fighting.
I personally don't really like the call.
No?
No, I didn't think they were ready. I don't think that they're way too green. They're just not good. Every match that they've ever been in, people have to carry them. It's just, I don't like the call of having them be champion.
No, I totally agree.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, they were cool in NXT.
Looks like we're still losing Nick here a little bit. He's going in and out.
You get fucking carried, especially in a main roster pay-per-view match. It's noticeable when you get carried.
True.
When you start seeing these titles on the pre-show, you're going to start remembering why you don't give a shit about tag team wrestling. And I think the Revival needs to pick up those titles. But what do I know? I'm just a fan.
So with that, it looks like we're going to be getting the Authors of Pain versus The Bar at Survivor Series.
Which is, again, heel versus heel.
But it's Raw versus SmackDown, so I don't think it matters. So after this, the AOP, they posed with the tag team titles with Maverick, and then Dean Ambrose would come down, saunter out through the crowd. Crowd booed. They said, "You sold out," which, no, he really didn't sell out. Rollins was the one that sold out when he attacked the Shield in 2014 and turned on them, joining the Authority. Who did Dean align himself with? Nobody. He didn't sell out. He just turned on his brother, or quote-unquote brother. So all the crowd's chanting, "You sold out" to Dean. They obviously don't know or understand what that means. So Ambrose said, "You want to know why I did what I did?" Then he shook his head as Rollins asked why. And then he gave him a dirty deeds and walked off. Cole.
I dig it.
This caught me off guard. Cole then asked Renee if she can shine some light on the situation. I was shocked that they went this route. And Young said that there was no reasoning with him. She had no information to provide. And whenever she would try to bring it up about what he's doing, he wouldn't say anything to her. So it was very interesting that they brought that up. As Rollins got to his feet, crowd cheered for him, gave him some applauses. Then we go backstage, and Charlie Caruso was with Baron Corbin as he was on the run from Braun Strowman. Security was with him. Corbin said that he was willing to face Strowman in a match, but that's not what Strowman wanted. Strowman just wanted to beat him up. Caruso asked why he was barricading himself in the storage room, and Corbin goes, "Really, Charlie? You just gave away my location. Why would you do that?" And then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, Braun appears in the room. Like, really? You couldn't have at least waited like 30 seconds for him to come. So, anyways, he shoves all the security guards out of the way. Corbin runs off. And, yeah. Kind of a little hokey, but whatever. Ziggler would then come out to cut a promo. Excuse me. Ziggler said that Shane was not the best in the world. He was. Ziggler said that what happened in the tournament was typical. It was typical of him working his ass off and then conspiracy theories kicking him in the ass. Every time he proves himself, somebody has got to take it away from him. Ziggler said that he had a lot of excuses. He said that McIntyre being barred from ringside in the finals was another way to have them take things from him and not give him a fair advantage, which I don't get why having a guy in your corner is a fair advantage. He also said that was a SmackDown referee, so of course he was going to do something to hinder the Raw side. He was then interrupted by Elias. Elias did a little Seven Nation Army tune on his guitar. Crowd loved that. They popped for it. He said that he spoke with members of Oasis, who said that they would reunite if he performed tonight. Ziggler stopped him, and Elias called him a loser.
Thank you, George Brown, for the $5. Anyone else notice that everyone in the World Cup except Bobby lost a match clean tonight? And I think Dolph and Drew could have used the tag belt to help them a little bit more. Thank you for the $5, baby boy. Appreciate it.
Very true, but the route they're going, I don't see Dolph and Drew needing to be tag team champions because Drew McIntyre is going to get pushed as like the top heel, right? Or the top heel that's there every week. Like Brock's going to be the top heel, but I think McIntyre maybe like second.
Oh, hell yeah.
So with that, where were we? Elias called Dolph a loser. Elias performed until he was interrupted again by Ziggler, who challenged him to a match and accepted. Before the match started, we saw a selfie promo with a Revival, who promised to send the Lucha House Party back to 205 Live. So they care about the Lucha House Party and not AOP being the new tag champions and trying to defeat them for the titles.
I guess it's the idea of you got to get through the one to get to the other, I guess.
Yeah, but who did AOP get through to get to tag titles?
Didn't they go in a triple threat match and win?
No, they lost and then beat the other teams down. The winners were Gable and Bobby Roode.
They'll probably be next to get a title shot then.
We'll see. So this match went about 15 minutes. Ziggler hit a back elbow which caused Cole to shriek before calling it an uppercut. Michael Cole lately has been calling moves wrong left and right.
Does that all the time. It's nothing new.
Oh, his favorite thing to do is when Sasha does the double knees off either the second rope or to the outside, he's always got to go, "That's a Meteora!" Like someone told him that name one time, and now he's got to shoehorn it in whenever he can.
Shit, I would too.
So Elias missed a diving elbow as they went to commercial. After the break, Ziggler worked over Elias for a while. He then came back with a huge high knee. Elias followed up with a sit-out powerbomb for a 2. Ziggler hit a zigzag, but Elias got his foot on the ropes at the very last second. Elias followed this up with a drift away for the victory. The match was meh. Crowd was into it before the match started when Elias came out. They weren't really into it for the match. Then they popped again when Elias won.
Finally gets a win.
Yeah. So Ronda Rousey comes out. Pretty good reaction. I mean, it's Ronda Rousey. She thought that it was adorable that Becky thought that she would rip Ronda's arm off. Rousey wasn't surprised that people loved her and the crowd chanted for Becky. Rousey put over Lynch's performance at Evolution and said that she had her respect. However, she's going to warn Becky not to mistake respect for weakness. Rousey will then fire up, saying that while Lynch's alarm was waking her up for school, Rousey's mother would wake her up out of a dead sleep and try to break her arm. While Lynch was at clown college, Rousey was training for the Olympics. While Lynch was a stewardess serving snacks, Rousey was dominating MMA. Did Becky really go to clown college?
Yeah, she went to clown college. It's so fucking cool.
Like, for reals?
Being me, I dropped out of college twice. She went to fucking clown college. Yeah.
I guess I didn't really drop out. I just went into the army and never went back.
Fucking clown college.
So Rousey,
I love it.
Rousey called herself a natural-born killer who woke up every morning wanting to be the greatest athlete of all time. She wanted Lynch to bring her rage because she would show that the challenge of that would not stop her. Rousey then called herself the baddest bitch on the planet.
She said the B word.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Rousey was about to walk off when Nia Jax came down. Jax got in the ring and said that Rousey wasn't just fighting for herself, she was fighting for the entire Raw roster. Jax then warned Rousey that she'd be waiting and watching when it came to Survivor Series because she is the challenger for that championship. They then smiled and laughed at each other as Ember Moon came out. So Nia Jax took on Ember Moon in a 5-minute match. Jax was in control until Moon made a comeback. Moon had a brief moment to shine, but Jax cut her off with a Samoan drop and the victory. This then prompted Tamina to come out. She went face-to-face with Nia before instead picking up Ember Moon and giving her a Samoa drop as Jax looked on. Jax then directed Tamina to turn her over and put her in a Boston Crab. As Tamina had Moon in a Boston Crab, Jax would drop elbows on the back of Moon. The two would then hug it out in the crowd or in the ring as the crowd would boo. So Nia has made another heel turn.
Whoopie-doo. Oh, boy.
Backstage, Finn Balor told Kayla Braxton that Bobby Lashley may be the most powerful and explosive man he's ever been in the ring with, and it didn't feel good when that little runt, Lio Rush, slapped him in the face. He said that it would feel good walking out in Manchester, a crowd normally divided by red and blue, but they wouldn't be divided tonight. They would be all about the Balor Club, because Balor Club was for everyone. Charlie caught up with Corbin again as he was getting into a SUV. Corbin said that he had to leave. He had an emergency appointment. I don't know what kind of emergency appointment he had at 9:30 at night in Manchester, England.
It's an emergency, Tim.
I guess. I don't know.
Don't they have free healthcare out there? No, it's Australia.
Either way, he's not a citizen. It's not like he can apply for it.
I think it's just free. I think you could, if you're just there, you can go.
I don't know. So he said that he had to leave, and he would not be able to face Kurt Angle tonight. Instead, Angle would be facing Drew McIntyre. Jumped in the SUV, and as the SUV sped off, here comes Braun Strowman running as fast as he can, super out of breath. And then he stopped, looked very kind of silly the way Braun was running. Because, like, Braun was kind of, like, able to catch up to the SUV, but he didn't want to catch up to the SUV, so he was taking shorter steps. It was just weird. So we then get a Bobby Lashley with Lio Rush taking on Finn Balor in about a 6.5 minute match. There was an meh pre-match promo where Rush had Lashley show off his poses. He was showing off them glutes and hamstrings. Crowd hated it. I hated it. It was worse than meh. It was horrible. Rush claimed that Bobby's going to show off his glutes. Like I said, crowd was chanting boring, and then finally Balor's music hit to a good pop. Cole responded with, "Thank God for the Balor Club." Balor wore his black and rainbow colored gear. Balor was about to attempt a dive early, but was tripped by Lio Rush, allowing Lashley to take over. Balor came back with chops and a sling blade, but Lashley cut him off with a forearm. Lashley followed with a delayed vertical suplex, but Balor kicked out at 2. Balor slipped out of a Dominator attempt and applied a schoolboy for a 2 count. Balor would go on to hit an enziguri and went to the top. But he had to chase the little runt Lio Rush off the apron. Balor then sent Lashley to the outside and gave Rush a basement dropkick. He was about to kill Rush with a running dropkick into the barricade, but Lashley intercepted him, tossed him into the barricade, and hit his Dominator into the ring. This would then allow him to go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley victorious. McIntyre would then come out. He got in Lashley's face, and Lashley backed down. McIntyre would then help Balor to his feet. Crowd cheered as they didn't understand what was going on. And then all of a sudden, Balor was attacked by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre pushed him off, gave him a Claymore kick. And then, he stood in the ring waiting for Kurt Angle. They announced that next week, Stephanie McMahon would be on the show. Next week, Alexa Bliss would announce the Raw Women's team for Survivor Series, and the new Universal Champion Brock Lesnar will also be there live. So then we get a 14 to 15 minute match between Drew McIntyre and Kurt Angle. Angle attacked McIntyre before the match even began. The referee separated the two and then called for the bell. Angle was all over McIntyre early until McIntyre finally cut him off with a headbutt. This headbutt, from what it looked like, caused Angle to lose a tooth. Angle fell to the mat with the headbutt and then he spit the tooth out. I'm pretty sure it was a tooth because Kurt don't chew gum. It wasn't a chiclet.
Unless they called for that to be the spot. You know what I mean?
I don't know because it kind of, I don't know. I think he really lost a tooth.
He might have. Who knows?
So McIntyre was in full control until out of nowhere, Angle hit an Angle slam. McIntyre rolled to the outside and they go to commercial. During the break, McIntyre regained control after shoving Angle into the steel steps. McIntyre followed later with a vertical suplex and a belly-to-belly suplex of his own. Angle came back with a jawbreaker followed by triple German suplexes. McIntyre slipped out of an Angle slam attempt and nailed a nice Claymore kick. Instead of going for the cover, though, McIntyre stood over him and mocked Angle. Crowd chanted, "Let's go, Angle," as he slowly got to his knees. McIntyre offered himself up, and Angle tried to take him down, but McIntyre wrestled him back down. They did a spot for a second where McIntyre grabbed Angle by the face and called him an embarrassment. An embarrassment to his entire family. This allowed Angle to fire up, slip around, and apply an ankle lock on Drew McIntyre. McIntyre managed to roll onto his back and kick Kurt off of him. This then led to McIntyre hitting a pretty wicked Angle slam of his own on Kurt. McIntyre would then put Kurt in the ankle lock, grapevine the leg. Kurt Angle had no other choice but to tap out. Then the interesting thing here at the end, the announcers will go on to state that, does this mean that Kurt is not going to be on Team Raw? And with Drew McIntyre winning, does this make Baron Corbin the new captain? My thinking is, does this make Corbin the captain? Because Corbin even said earlier that he couldn't wrestle because of his duties. So I'm a little confused. Maybe McIntyre's now the captain. We'll have to see how it all does unfold next week on Raw, as next week's Raw should be the go-home for Survivor Series already.
Oh, goddamn.
So
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Very quick, but that was Raw.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Wait!
I've got
show you something cool.
a little something here I wanted to do with you all. So as you guys are aware, our YouTube channel has over 137,000 subscribers. Over 137,000 subscribers. Excuse me there. And we've accomplished something here on YouTube. Getting to 100,000 subscribers allows us to get a little reward from YouTube. And I got this in the mail today. This came. Uh-oh. Let me put the camera back on. I got this today in the mail. I wanted to open it with you guys because I wanted to say thank you to you guys for helping us achieve this accomplishment. So, got this here. As I open it up, pull this off. There is a letter inside of this from the good people at YouTube. Just, thanking us for hitting 100,000 subscribers. The big thing is this thing right here. It is a plaque for getting to 100,000 subscribers. Let me pull it out of the little... Alright, let me see. It's in this little wrapper here. Pull it out. As you see, let's see if I can get it in better lighting. It says Pro Wrestling Unlimited for passing 100,000 subscribers. Again, we couldn't have accomplished this without you guys, without the fans, without the subscribers, without everybody who has helped us reach this milestone. And now the next milestone is 1 million subscribers. So hopefully we can hit that in the next couple of years. I know it's not going to come soon. It's going to take a while. But again, thank you guys for helping us reach this milestone. It means so much to me. I know it means a lot to Nick as well. We're just going to continue to grow as much as we can.
Definitely. Thank you guys so much. It's fucking awesome, dude. This is fucking cool. This is fucking cool. This is weird, dude. Fucking fucking what did I join? 2 years ago? A year ago?
Year and a half?
Dude, fucking year and a half ago. I was in fucking high school. This is fucking weird, dude. Thanks, everyone. I love you guys so much. You guys are literally the greatest people on the planet. And we'll keep doing these live shows, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You want to flash it one more time for them?
I did.
All right. Thank you, folks. You can follow me on Twitter at PWU_Armstrong. Follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited, Facebook/Pro Wrestling ULTD. Right here on the YouTube. Check out our friends over at Fightful, Fightful.com, Fightful Online. Tim, where can they find you?
You can find me basically everywhere at Timmy Buddy. Thank you for joining us. Again, we will be live after tomorrow night's SmackDown. And remember, warning, SmackDown's going to be pre-taped again tomorrow, so there will be spoilers before the show even goes on the air.
See you later, folks.
Again, thank you so much, guys. Couldn't have done it without you. Literally.
Seriously.